Everybody, JaffaArchfiend here, and well, now we're on to the final part. Oh God's sake, a mother's touch. We're on the final raid quest for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, patch 6.4. Oh boy. Alright. Themis, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. Oh, this should be good. Labyrinthos, where are you plotting? What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable, as Labyrinthos was. Your opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. We have no choice but to place the burden of our fate, and the fate of many more besides, squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections? God or no, I shall cast her down. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. Objections? No. Concerns? Yes. I'll just go with it. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill at arms? Oh, you and everyone bleeding else. And we all appreciate their willingness to fling himself at the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. Oh, I troubled myself over the details! It's a you plan! Same goes for you. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. Then let's trust in Labyrinthos and prepare for the battle to come. Words I'm still finding hard to coincide with here. How do we go from Mr. Calm calculating to giggling madman of flame? How? How do we go from one to the other? 10,000 years is a gap of time, sure, but good lord. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the aura site, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? Oh, the what-ifs! I have asked myself the same questions. Questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of our mind. There is something we must discuss, and I will not do so as Labyrinthos, but as a father to his son. Oh? This sounds serious. Oh, we don't get to hear the serious talk. Once again, we don't get to investigate the battlefield beforehand. Anabaseios, the 12th circle. There's Zach. Well. The chief keyword of Pandaemonium's appetite for godhood has been made only more keen by 12 millennia of slumber. And even her own flesh and blood are not but tools with which to feed her hunger. No sacrifice too great, no price too high. Athena would see all life extinguish if brought her even 1 inch closer to her ultimate goal. Her wicked ambitions can be suffered no longer, so you must journey into Pandaemonium's heart and cut out their source. Less than 5 minutes wait time. Woohoo! God, that was a quick! Well, jumping straight into this, are we? Okay! No preamble this time around. I suppose after the 2 roadblocks there were the previous 2 fights. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm seeing massive squares and rectangles. And I'm seeing wiggly lines.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood.
Oh.
Now, bear your souls to me.
No. I'm sorry, is this an electro beat? Oh, ow. Butterfly wings, well, it's like the hardest to beak, probably. Bird wings, butterfly wings. We're going full on this. Woof. On the soul. Yep. Oh, that's a hefty AoE damage. Run away from that side. Oh, that's a... Ah ha 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 ha! Okay, okay, that's a thing. Yeah, watching the wings, yeah. I figured that'd be the case. And, oh god, what now? Okay, so it's that wing first, then that one, and then that one. Glaucopus. Okay, that's a straight up beam forward. Super chain theory. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Okay, that's a owie. Okay, here we go again. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, that's a donut shape, so it's going to go here first, and then it's go there. Okay. Get your ass up! Oh, God! No! Shit! Balls! It doesn't help, I've got a Hatsune Miku singing in the background here! The heck? Oh, that's not fun! Seriously? Dear Lord. Oh, thank God, the Marina's back. Oh, this can't be good. Oh, me no likey, me no likey. We're not doing that shenanigan again, thank you! Oh! I did not see the ground was gone. Okay. From the deepest pits of the seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Yeah, so she basically just used Ultima there. Okay, where's everything going? Ooh, get out of the way of that. Ow, for the love of titting gakas! Ow! Okay. Please tell me the red mage survived. Oh good, the red mage survived. Get resin, please, red mage. Crap.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
Christ on a stick!
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Really bringing me back first? I thought you'd go for the red mage, but okay.
Shine brilliant for me!
Nope. This feels like a reset. This feels like a reset.
Cannot escape my eternal gaze.
I think we keep this up, we're gonna hit the enrage.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
This is messy as hell.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact. From the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me! You cannot escape my eternal gaze. Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
Paradigma. I don't recall what that one is. Oh, that's that thing.
From the fabric of creation. I give voice. Shine brilliant for me. Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
Oh, I thought we were going to hit the enrage there. God, that fight can turn messy quick. Oh. Damn. Oh. Oh boy. I thought she was bringing in minions as well for that. I hope your healer's up for this, right? I am the healer. Oh, and a minion, and Athena minion. Neat. Hey. Oh. Give you the accommodation. But this is a very lovely looking place. It is gorgeous. Oh. See who got the minion? I don't think I got the minion now. chest still disappeared, so I don't think I got the minion. Well, there's Mother Dearest. I wanted to try and ascend to godhood. Oh boy. Out of pure scientific curiosity. Again, I wish there was voice acting for the raids. Countless years I waited within that stifling crystal. And now when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is not but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? It matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. I'd like to know why! Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. Oh, unlike you, Erechthonius. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Oh, irrefutable proof. Oh, great, she's going all creepy on us. My theory is that any true god would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. To prove this could not but benefit the star, I would give it the perfect stewards, that it might shine brighter than any other. Okay, so you wanted to become a god so that you could try and make people perfect. Right, okay. Good lord. And you would destroy the lives already upon it. In that I am no different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without our meddling, nature would take the self-same course. If the destination is the same, is it somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. The Auracite made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it cannot have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel from my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My only mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Erechthonius, always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool. And like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time came. Oh great, she was going to possess you! Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a cloying affection for your dear mother. However, it seems my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design? You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic, ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless. If this star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. Oh, friggin' hell, Ultima! I'm getting really tired of this spell. She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, Lahabrea told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed eons to find its home in another, one whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Much of what once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize the chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to wake his mind. But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know, but if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I've found it. This decision is yours to make, and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Again, it's hard to equate this guy with a cackling madman 12,000 years later. Erechthonios, do not dare. You are really trying to pull Mother Knows Best at this point, really? Bet. No! Stop this! Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own. And I have found my true family. My power wanes. The vessel rejects me? Ta-ta! There's ghostly Athena, there's Claudian. Right! Time to do what we do best. What's happening? Athena's magic should be impotent with no body to fuel them. Precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandaemonium together, and now it crumbles. Although little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be our hero's final resting place. Yeah, I suppose I better drag him along with me as well. Getting dumped in the ethereal sea is not exactly a fun time. Of all my miscalculations, to think that you would be my undoing. That you would be even capable of defying me. Is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? No. Apologies, but I am only the dregs of your own memory. I do not but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, burying you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. And who made me that way? I mean, you wanted a useless vessel, so you made the useless kid. And the useless kid then kicked your ass. Oh boy. Has it returned to its full Allegan? Oh no, it's completely vanished. Okay. So whatever sector of Azislaw that was has gone poof. I suppose that's one way to rid ourselves of part of an Allagan monstrosity. Oh boy. At least on the surface, he appears unharmed. Just wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. Questions, questions, questions. Oh boy. La Habrea? Famous. Although Erechthonius was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. He acted with resolve, full aware of the potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We shall stay here, both to look over Professor Claudian and ensure there are no further disturbances in the ethereal sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. I mean, you're a ghost. What are you gonna do? Guided by the past. It seems we could do naught but wait. Yeah. This should be interesting. This guy's now got Erechthonius' memories. That kind of sort of makes him an Asian now. Perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. Ah, right. While your colleague Nimiji was enlightening us on the historical events of this era, she let slip the name of the Asians, La Habrea. Right. Yeah. Although she knew of the figure only from her research, she was most insistent that there was no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. Yet I'm aware that La Habrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I'd be fooled denied such strong connections between us. You are the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly, are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? You are him, I cannot be certain. That's, again, it is so... Problem is, the man standing in front of us, the La Habrea we've encountered throughout this whole Pandaemonium stuff, has been calculating, has been stoic, has been methodical. The La Habrea we encounter throughout A Realm Reborn, throughout Heaven's Ward, was essentially a cackling madman who wanted nothing more than to advance his own power. And to bring about, you know, in theory, to bring about the rejoining, but he also wanted to advance his own station and power. So to say this guy is him, there's 12,000 years difference between them. And La Habrea isn't a name, it's a title. So we don't know if the La Habrea standing in front of us here and now is the same La Habrea who went through the final days. And if he is, 12,000 years made him into a cackling madman obsessed with fire. But I want to say I can't be certain. A diplomatic answer. I understand the Asians often use the bodies of others to enact their plots, so it is impossible to say who they truly are. These Asians, or Paragons I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I have heard but a small number of their deeds, and still I find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. I admit, 'tis a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Again, it is so hard to reconcile cackling madman with this guy. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. is... He's willing to admit that's a potential, but at the same time, it's hard to reconcile. Ah, it appears Claudian has awakened. Alright, Claudian, are you still all there? Or is Eric in there as well? Jaffa, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. Oh god, he's really going Dorothy here. La Habrea, Ericthonius' memories of you dwell within me still. Though, through unyielding discipline, you hoped to forge a son equal to yourself, the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least, I will hear no more. Though you may possess Ericthonius' memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy. An enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of the Asian, but you are not him. You are La Habrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. For that you deserve the utmost praise, and my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. Stubborn. Sundere! The most difficult trial of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandaemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There is but one place to find these answers: the past. That's a good point! Who the hell let him loose? However, I must insist you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Oh boy, more time travel. Now that I have said my piece, I shall follow my son's footsteps. These odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. And he's gone. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's words, yes? While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter, as of course if you will share it with me. I look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh god, Fortuna's gonna have a field day with this. Alright. Get to Pandaemonium. Elpis. Alright. Teleport to Elpis. Let's get this underway. The world unset. And thus we flip back 12,000 years. Unable to execute command whilst mounted. I mean, whilst we're here, where did I put it? Ah, there you are. Apply. Just whilst we're here. Although, having said that, I do want to find a repair person. Repairs. Ah, this way. Because, yeah, I am halfway to busted. There we go. Welcome once more to Elpis, the testing facility for the ancients. Right, into the gates of Pandaemonium we now go. Oh, it seems we've got quite a few people floating around here now. Do you have aught to report? We must free the rest of our colleagues. Practical rewards have been restored. That's good to hear. Ah, a Genomini. You look fine and well. I suspect you already knew that. We did meet once before, after all, though I was not entirely myself at the time. Thanks to you, however, I can rightly say my faculties are mine once more. At present, I'm taking stock of the damage done to the facility. For a reminder's sake, she was the snake-armed... She was the boss fight which had snake arms and wings. In fact, I could probably bring it up which one it was. Anabaseios. There you go. The second boss fight in Anabaseios. Now, Athena would build all this. This isn't all she's left behind. I expect to see you again so soon, but 'twas always a joy. You seem quite happy to be here. Thanks for checking up on us. Did you speak with him more? Alright, Labyrinthos, I need a word with you. Truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. Seems I was wrong. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. He has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We brave Pandaemonium together. Why not at least share with him our progress? I've relinquished control of Pandaemonium to Labyrinthos. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With Labyrinthos' help, we've poured through Athena's research into hemathoi, demigods. Thus, we were able to restore Hegemony's mind and body. Yet there's still much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace. The tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandaemonium will soon function as it did before. Indeed. Before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandaemonium itself, another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. That sounds ominous. Stay here. This will be over soon. Okay. Why'd you call me here, Master Halabera? There's still much to be done if the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandaemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior key ward now that Justice is gone. As such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear, one concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. A necessary sacrifice, but one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as Lahabrea. I would never hope to wield the same magics of the Hephaestus who used to bind the warders' minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master Lahabrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only in truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into Hemetheus, absolute control over their mind was essential. As you well know, the magics used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Aegisthus, their respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandaemonium into chaos. With their attention divided, keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. You trying to tell us how Gemini freed him? For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemony. None would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandaemonium. But you do not believe I am the one to lead it, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandaemonium, but Athena's. Master Labyrinthos, whatever has spurred this sudden accusation, I assure you there is a proper explanation. Oh! Athena, you sneaky bish! What are you doing, Lahabrea? Do not approach. As I have already stated, even should I detect Athena's tinkering, I am currently powerless to dispel it. And so I have come to a decision, one which was made with the best interests of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. Ah! There's the cackling madman! I must embrace these odious memories. Oh, that explains that line. Mark well this sight. Engrave it upon your very soul. You now bear witness to the true Lahabrea. Wah! She's still alive, right? I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Well, she hasn't sparkled and glittered away, so I'm thinking she's A-okay. Yes, and she will remember this lesson well. Ho 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 ho! Wow, okay. That's going to be a thing. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me. That is a risk I am willing to take. Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandaemonium to divert my focus. Hegemony, I would ask that you serve me anew. There is none other more than suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. You conspired with my dead wife to cause all sorts of chaos and help her ascend to godhood. I am now to... My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyword? I require talents, as I require Hephaestus's. The past is of no consequence. You're basically going to keep your job and possibly a promotion. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. Labyrinthos is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation, and thinks not twice once his judgment has sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. We're staying quiet on that. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, I will walk with him. I'll allow our bond to fray no further. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead. I would not ask you to say the same. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. Oh, you've got that right, buddy. And never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable, and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Not quite the same impact as Emmett Selk's legacy talk, but it gives us something. Just remain here any longer. I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalcitrant subjects. Yeah, with that in mind, bye. Getting the hell out of Dodge. Before he does decide to stick me in a cell. Knowing La Habre, I'm not exactly certain. Hey, stranger. And we're still winding in puddles. Why? Ugh. Ooh. There's a lookout thing here. The Ragnarok. A fine starship. Alright, down to the itoscope. Alright, Claudian, let's have a wee chat. There you are. While you were away, Themis brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His story shone light upon a number of questions that were niggling my conscience. Namely, those concerning the ethereal signature emanating from Aziz La. Doubtless, its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Erechthonius' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memories stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erechthonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erechthonius exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the choice to venture forth into Azislav was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. I never would have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated. Well, not even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths, or in my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. Oh? For some time, the question of why Lahabrea and Erechthonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Erechthonius' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? Yes, please. What is this final memory? I'll leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. Despair is not yet won out. Lahabrea and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus Themis has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet there is another problem which must be dealt with, Pandaemonium, wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandaemonium's cells were breached and their prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. That's a good point. Someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Themis and Lahabrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. And I know that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I've resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandaemonium for both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future, even if I cannot. I have imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandaemonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, then perhaps another man like my dear friend will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up on the scent of trouble. Hello. I wonder where he is now. How many souls has he saved? And how many beasts has he slain since last we met? Eric. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. May we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandaemonium. Please make haste. I repeat. And that's the end of the memory. So... where is Pandaemonium in our world, then? Well, that dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring. Now we come to this. It survived. The Heart of Sabik. Oh, joy, that nonsense. Yep. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as Orosight remains. It may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel that fate has left it with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire star, I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. I mean, that's friggin' Orosight! That's... He should not be left alone with that. No! He really should not be left alone with that.
I see.
Oh!
Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare.
Voice acting! Good lord! Was not I mean, that's how I wanted voice acting.
As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandaemonium are answered, and soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend.
That still feels...
So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember.
Yeah, I do.
In what I feel.
I mean, the fact you're calling me friend kind of
You
suggests...
deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandaemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best.
Oof.
Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures. Scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandaemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation.
The name of the planet.
Then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I am unburdened by regret.
The clouds have cleared.
That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy. For it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
See you around, kid. The rains have cleared.
Truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet, should this star continue upon its path,
I was not expecting that last scene to be voice acted. That I love that they got that voice acted. Welcome back. I hope you said farewell to Themis for me. Recent events have given me not only a new focus for my research, but also insight to my own origins. Truly, 'tis a gift I could never hope to repay. As Labyrinthos said, I am not Erechthonius, and I bear part of him inside me, and I should do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. A spark has been struck in my mind. I am ready to pursue my research with a fervour the likes of which I have not had since my youth. Doubtless I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I hope you'll once again lend me your sound counsel. Until then, may you fare well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the finale of the Pandaemonium raid series. Till the next stream, JaffaArchfiend, out.